Welcome to this week's episode of Hate Your Guts Pod. This is going to be episode 11. It's huge.
Huge. Does anyone want to start with Pits and Peaks?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, so my peak is that I found these shoes that I've been eyeing online for, I was going to say a long time, but truly it's only been maybe like 2 weeks. But ever since I saw them, I could not stop thinking about them.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, they're these Delia's like brown leather platform sandals with like little flower cutouts, very like 90s vibes. And yes, they were on Dolls Kill. All right. And yes, if they had them in my size on Dolls Kill available, I definitely would have bought them. And I like signed up for email notifications, nothing for 2 weeks. And then I was like, I kept Googling the shoes to try to find like dupes of them.
Mhm.
But then a listing from Poshmark came out. I said Depop earlier. It was Poshmark. But yeah, and they had them in my size. And they were like $20 more than they were listed for on Dolls Kill. But I was like, you know what? They're my size. I don't know when like there's gonna be another time for me to get these shoes. And I rather support this random person that's selling them on Poshmark than to buy them off Dolls Kill. Even though I was gonna do it in the first place, like it obviously just feels like more
Ethical.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Before anyone comes for me, if you shop on Amazon or Temu or Shein, shut the fuck up. So true. So anyways, yeah, I got these shoes off Poshmark and I'm very happy with them. They fit perfectly and they're like actually super comfy. They're very like cushy. They came in today and they're adorable. So that's my peak.
Also, your new job. Isn't that also a peak?
Yeah, I started my new job. It's at a coffee shop / cafe. And it has like we have an actual chef on staff. So our food is like really fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been running food, which is not fun. It feels like a little video game. It's really cute. I feel like I'm cooking mama.
Cooking Yeah.
Cooking
Papa's
mommy.
Pizzeria.
But I'm not cooking. I'm just running around doing my little tasks. So that's cute and fun. And my coworkers are truly, I couldn't ask for sweeter coworkers. So that's been cool. But I'm just really excited to like actually start learning about coffee and how to make coffee. That's kind of why I wanted the whole job, but it's going great so far. So I guess that's also a peak. And my pit truly is just, we had an ant invasion in my house.
The worst.
Yeah. So that's been really annoying, but I think we've killed them temporarily. Hopefully more than temporarily, but it's probably just temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Ant invasions suck.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to kill them once you put bait out.
Why? What do you do?
They're like bees. They'll come and get their dead bodies.
Ew. I didn't know
so
that.
if you do kill them, you have to like vacuum them up, like throw them outside or something because they'll try to come and get it.
I did not know that. Thank you.
I feel like your knowledge is like encyclopedic, where you just have very random knowledge of everything in the world.
It's the autism.
Ant invasions were a very big thing in our house growing up because of where we lived. And like it was to the point of like there would be like a little line of them running through the house and my mom would go fucking insane because she loves things being clean.
Oh, of course.
And so we would have to have like the pest control come out multiple times and he's like, you gotta stop killing them. And she's like, what the fuck do you mean you want little ants running around my house? And he's like, yeah, but like you just gotta suffer for a few days. So there'd be days where we like fully just like would never take off our shoes unless we were in bed.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Because I don't want ants crawling on my toes.
No, that's horrifying. That's actually horrifying. Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's been annoying. But Cassie made like a apple cider vinegar concoction, which I think did the trick. Yeah. So there's that. And also it's just been really fucking hot.
Yeah.
which is a huge pit.
Yeah, I agree.
It just makes me grouchy. I'm not myself when it's hot. And just to think that this is just the start of the summer is really scary.
Don't even say that right now.
I'm really dreading like July, August. Those are like the hottest months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm fucked. I think we're all gonna melt.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't be in the sun for more than like 30 seconds without feeling my skin sizzle.
Also, new setting because of heat.
Oh, yeah.
AC.
Us in the Long Beach commune do not have air conditioning, so we are at aleynah's place. So if you recognize a difference in the video, we are 45 miles inland because there's air conditioning here.
God bless it.
Haley, do you have any pits or peaks?
Okay, let me think of a pit. Actually, sorry, let me think of a peak, because pit was, I've been, for some reason, on a thing where I was like, I just need to go to the self-help section of Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what I was looking for. I was just like, I need a book to make me feel like I'm working on myself so I can feel better.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
No, it's really funny. And I never see people, by the way, I got 2 self-help books, okay? And I didn't get a bag because I'm not afraid. And I was like, I'm just going to walk to my car.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm walking to my car. I never see people from high school in public. Ever. And I'm walking to my car, and I already unlocked my car. I shit you not. And I'm walking towards my door, and I hear, Haley? Full body shivers, because I was like, there's nobody I love right now.
The way I'd keep going in my car and drive away.
I thought about it, but she started walking towards me, and it's nothing against this girl. She's super nice. She was super nice. But I'm carrying 2 self-help books. I haven't seen her since high school, and I'm sweaty. I feel gross, after work. And that was a really big pit for me, because I was like, the one time I leave my house and I decide to do something.
This.
Very humbling.
I never go out and do things by myself. Ethan's always with me.
Mm-hmm.
But the one time I'm alone and I'm feeling gross and I'm getting self-help books, I'm going to run into the bitch from high school.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a bitch. I really hope she doesn't listen to this.
Unbelievable.
Well,
I can't believe she would do that to you.
Right?
We just call people bitches. It doesn't mean they are a bitch. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know, like we call each other bitches.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean anything.
I love being a bitch.
Yeah.
What's your peak?
Well, I have another pit.
Okay.
Keep them coming.
One came up today, actually. I have a really bad hangnail, and it's really ruining my day. Plus, all my nails are breaking because I destroyed them with artificial nails.
Mhm.
But I've been trying to switch up earrings because I don't really love like what's in my first piercing hole lately.
Mhm.
And so I switched to these little flower studs, and I was like, cute, fun. My ears hate them. I'm having such a bad reaction.
Do you have sensitive skin?
Yeah, but like I've worn these before and I didn't have an issue. So I don't know what happened, but I have to like literally like clean them with hydrogen peroxide until they're good again.
Holy shit.
It could be a new allergy.
Yeah.
It could be.
Unless the earrings were not cleaned the last time you wore them, maybe it just brought bacteria back into your ear.
They were clean, but like, I don't know. I'm just going to try to not put earrings in until it's better, because like they're like raw and scabby right now and it's really gross.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Sorry.
when I wear earrings and I take them out, they'll be like super sore and there's just like a little bit of blood on them. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was normal.
When I was a kid, I used to have to put Neosporin on all my earrings,
Mhm.
like when I put them in my ear, because I was so sensitive.
Yeah. I had to wear
You're
like
a sensitive girl.
You just said blood comes out on your earrings. What do you mean?
I know, but it was just like a sweet thing. It was just like, aw,
we're also delicate.
we're delicate girls.
Mm-hmm. I really can't think of a peak. I feel like life
That
has
makes
like
me sad.
flown by. Actually, my peak was coming here on Saturday, because I was having such a bad day on Saturday. We
Mhm.
tried going to the lagoon and it was really busy and there was no parking. And
Mhm.
so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's leave. Started having a meltdown. And then we're almost home and Ethan's like, you know what, let's go try. Like, I'll try to look for a spot because I don't love being crowded on a beach.
Yeah, of course.
So we go back. He finds a corner that's like pretty much like empty. We get a parking spot. I open the trunk, no sunscreen in the car. And it's 90 degrees. Had to go home.
Yeah.
Because he was like, we can go buy sunscreen. I was like, no, this is a sign from the universe that I should not be at the lagoon today.
I love doing that, like the burnt toast theory. Like if I didn't bring something, I forgot something, I'm late to something, there's a reason for that.
Yeah. But then I came here and I felt better.
The way that I would have found someone to borrow sunscreen from, some random stranger. But I'm glad you came. I'm sad that you didn't.
I know. I
get
had to
come.
work. I had a really eventful weekend though. On Saturday night I worked 1 to 9 p.m. or 2 to 10 p.m. I think it was 2 to 10 p.m. And then I ended up talking to this guy off Hinge that I met at a bar. Hold on. Yeah. I ended up talking to this guy on Hinge that I met at a bar. And I don't really know what made me feel inclined to message him and ask him out. And I know that people give me shit. People give women shit for messaging first on dating apps, but closed mouths don't get fed. And if I am interested in somebody, I will message them first. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Okay, initiator.
I am very direct when it comes to dating. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what's happening. Let's go out. When I like somebody, I'm very direct. But especially on a dating app, because like I know that we are interested in each other in that way at the very least. So I don't get like, hello?
My cat's really upset that she can't look outside right now.
Acting like she doesn't have a front door window.
Literally. She has a whole ass ledge that she can see outside from.
It's not enough.
Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty direct with people on dating apps because like obviously we're both attracted to each other. We want to like hang out or like go on a date or something. So I'm not scared to like reach out to people. And I'd seen this guy a few months ago and it never really went anywhere. We had a few messages. And I have very randomly good memory about people. Like I remembered that he worked a serving job. I remember that we live in the same city and I don't know why. But he ended up being a 7-minute walk from my apartment. The bar that we walked separately. We met at the bar, but it was the bar is 2 blocks from me, and his apartment is 1 block away from me in the other way. So he lives super close. And I messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, like, funny seeing you here again." And then we ended up messaging for a little bit, and I was like, "Hey, like, what are you doing tonight? I'm free after 11 p.m. Do you want to go to like a bar?" And then he was like, "Oh, like these are my 2 favorite bars." My 2 favorite bars, the bars that we always frequent. I'm a little bit scared.
Sorry.
Clover.
Yeah, my cat is being fucking hilarious right now.
Yeah, she's got the zoomies right now.
She's like,
Let's give her a minute to simmer down.
it won't happen.
Oh,
Continue
okay.
your story.
Yeah, I messaged him and I was like, "Hey, like, let's go out." We messaged back and forth. There was like some pretty good banter. We were talking throughout the day. And like that kept me engaged. I think we should wait for her because you keep giggling. She said parkour.
I've never seen her run that much.
The way that no one is chasing her, it's just her and herself.
Dude, this is what she does. It's so awesome.
She's so you.
She's just a fucking spaz.
When you get hyper.
Oh my god.
Girl, what are you doing?
Dancing with
Hello.
myself. Oh.
Clover.
Why don't you come up here and hang out?
Yeah, come sit down with your tias.
She wants everyone to know how fast she can run.
She's like those kids that are like, look at me, mom, look. That's so cute. Clover, pretty girl. Hello, gorgeous girl. She has the boba eyes right now.
Boba eyes is
Yeah.
crazy.
I love that. Okay. I'm really invested in your story, I swear.
It was a very eventful weekend. Okay. So I messaged him and I was like, let's go out. We've had good banter throughout the day. We were texting on and off. I don't have my Hinge notifications on, but I was checking them to like see if we were still talking.
Cute. You're excited.
I was excited about it. He seemed weird in a good way. He seemed like we would get along, and we did. And we met at the bar. When I walked into the bar, Hot to Go was playing.
Awesome.
They played Bra. They're fucking playing Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso. That shit was...
They're trying to lure me there.
They were. As soon as Hot to Go was playing, I was like, okay,
It's a good night.
He had never ordered green tea shots before, so we had green tea shots. He liked them. I had a second one. He had a beer after that, because men, you know.
Nice.
Anyways, we had a really good conversation. Like, there was conversation that's flowing. He asked if I wanted to go back to his place, so I did. We ended up having sex. His room was so like a boy room. Like, it was so like...
Oh my god, did it have the blue,
navy?
the navy blue?
No, I asked him and he showed me, and they were not navy blue.
Were you like, I'm not coming over unless you can tell me your bedding isn't navy blue?
No, I'm a slut, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not a slut. It's been a while.
It's been a minute, and I've never had like a one-time hookup. Like I've never met someone, hooked up with them the same day, and then just like went home. You know. So this is like a first for me.
This is so exciting.
It was really exciting. And we listened to Brat during. We did.
Awesome. What better thing to listen to?
What better thing to listen to? But
Was it good?
the sex?
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Were you drunk at all?
No, I should have been drunker.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the issue.
I should have been drunker, and then I just like, I don't know. I wasn't like fully naked either, because I feel so weird being naked with somebody new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for a hookup. I also
Were a lot of lights on?
not a lot of them, but like there was lighting.
Okay.
Too many.
I feel like I don't dislike being naked, but I feel like for a new, like for like a hookup, it's a little bit weird. I feel like I look like when Jimmy Neutron has the hamster body, but it's like his human head on the hamster body.
Oh.
Do you know what that?
Yeah.
Which is cute for a relationship, a little bit silly for a hookup. So I was not fully unclothed, but that's okay. It was a hookup. I don't really give a shit. It was pretty good. We were hanging out, and then we talked for a little bit after, and then he walked me home, and we kissed when he walked me home, which I wasn't expecting. And then I had texted him,
You had sex, but you weren't expecting a kiss.
not a kiss goodbye.
What?
No.
Okay.
Do people do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like that's so normal, especially after you just had sex. That's so intimate.
I know. But some people don't even kiss people they have sex with. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
They're like, kissing is too intimate, but you will be inside of somebody. What is going on? Anyways, the back of her head is so cute.
That's such a cute compliment.
She looks like a little tomato. I messaged him. We hadn't exchanged phone numbers or Instagrams before, so we were just messaging on Hinge. And I messaged him and I was like, hey, like, what did I say? I said something silly. I was like, would you perhaps want to like exchange phone numbers sometimes, maybe hypothetically? It was like a silly message, and then he responded and he was like, hey Vivi, I had a lot of fun, like da 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 da, but I don't want to break your heart. I don't want to lead you on, so I think I'm gonna end this here. I had a really fun time last night. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I was like, what do you mean break my heart, lead me on? I literally invited you to a bar the same day that we messaged at 11 p.m. 5 minutes away from both of our houses.
You're like, I knew what was happening.
I knew what was happening. I didn't go into it being like, I'm going to marry this man. This is love of my life. And it was really upsetting for me to get that message, because it was like that whole weekend I was talking to my coworkers and I was like, you guys, should I meet somebody up Hinge this weekend? Like, should I try to find some fun this weekend? And I wasn't like, I was open to it happening that weekend. I wasn't like specific to it happening with that person. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm trying to find fun this weekend. I went to the karaoke bar with not my roommates. I went to the karaoke bar with my coworkers.
Well, we're moving on so fast.
It's related.
Okay.
I went to the karaoke bar with my coworkers a few days before. And you know when you're drunk and you want to like kiss somebody?
Yeah.
I had that feeling, but I have nobody to kiss. So I was like, okay, I'm going to like, something's going to happen this weekend. I don't know what, but it's happening.
Okay.
So I went into like talking to people on Hinge, knowing goddamn well that I would probably be hooking up with somebody. So it felt like the fun was taken away from me, where it was just like super arrogant and condescending, where I was just like, I had a good time. And then it was just like, I'm not a child. You don't have to be like, I don't want to break your heart and lead you on. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, does he realize that like men don't have sex unless the woman wants to, usually?
Yeah,
If they're,
exactly.
You know.
Anyways, it was really frustrating. So it was kind of arrogant. And I also did really like him. Like, I haven't been liking people that I meet on dates. So it was just like, I was hoping little summer fling situation, logistically 5 minutes away, walking distance. That just makes the most sense. Exactly. And I messaged him and I was like, hey, like, I understand. Or what did I say? I think I said, thank you for the transparency. I had a lot of fun too. I don't really think that would happen, i.e. like him breaking my heart. Because I was like, I don't really think that would happen because I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
Yeah, take your power back.
You're like, I only want to see you in the darkness, actually.
With your clothes off.
Yeah.
Yes, please and thank you. And he responded and he was like, oh, I just like, you're really fun and really sweet and very kind. And I figured like feelings might develop one way or the other. Maybe I'm projecting that onto you. But then I also feel like that is kind of a cop-out and nice way of being like, I only wanted a one-night stand.
Absolutely.
Versus just being like, you know, you guys, he just likes me too much. He can't see me again because he likes me too much.
Like, why? If he's gonna say all that, why not just be like, "Oh, I just wanted a one night stand, no
Exactly.
hard feelings."
I understand that sounds shitty, but I love transparency. I love honesty because I don't want to play mind games. Like, I don't want to question where you're coming from and like confuse myself. Just be straight up with me. I'm a grown adult. Like, if you just want to say I just wanted a one-time hookup, that would have been fine, and I would have been like, okay, like, cool, thanks, had a fun time.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been totally fine. And then I messaged him. It's hard because I don't have my phone for screenshots. I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. I wish I sent them to you guys so I could just look at them. But I didn't want you to know what happened yet.
Mhm.
I responded to him saying like maybe it's projection or something, and I can't remember. Should I? I don't want to pause the recording. Just look at the screenshot.
Well, was it bitchy?
No, it wasn't bitchy. I could have been, but I did like him. And what did I say? I think I was just like, oh, honestly, I said I was being silly, and I was just like, a girl's just trying to find a summer situationship. Like,
Yeah.
I said something silly where I was just like, honestly, like, I understand that. I was mostly just looking for something casual, like a friends with benefits thing. I don't want to just be like, go over, have sex, and leave. That feels awkward to me. That feels very like objectifying.
For sure.
Like, I want to be your friend. I want to like hang out. It doesn't have to be like we're besties or something, but like,
also, like, especially because you guys live so close. Like,
yeah.
it could
And we
easily
frequent
be
the same
a thing.
bars. It would have been logistically would have made sense.
It would have made perfect
5-minute
sense.
walk.
Yeah.
Because now he's like kind of burned the bridge of even like being friends, which totally could have been an option too.
Yeah. That was really ugly of him to write it like that.
And then I responded to that, and I was like, I was just looking for like a friends with benefits situation. Like, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I asked him, I was like, can I be honest and ask like what made you think that I was like looking for more? And then he had said that exactly. He was just like, you were just really sweet and kind, and I feel like maybe feelings would develop inevitably. I don't think that I have the capacity for like a friends with benefits situation.
So
and
he's projecting.
Like, maybe, but then it also just sounds silly for me to be like, you guys, he would just like me too much if we saw each other more. It just sounds like super self-centered, I think.
I think he's definitely projecting. Maybe he is trying to work on his attachment to people and being less
I thought
attached.
we were the perfect amount of emotionally unavailable, because when I had messaged him, I was like, hey, I haven't seen you around in a while. Because like, you know, I messaged him and I was like, I think I saw you like 4 Hinge accounts ago. I was very transparent. And he was like, yeah, I got my ass dumped, so I came crawling back here. Really embarrassing. So I was like, okay, kind of perfect. Like, we're both not emotionally there. We're probably just looking to hook up. It would be kind of perfect to have a friends with benefits situation with somebody who isn't entirely available.
Yeah, that sounds
personally.
great.
Like, that would have just been the perfect situation for right now. And that was why I had messaged him. And we got along really, really well in person, which is why I was confused. Like, we have the same interests. He's a creative writing bachelor's, and I'm in English literature studies. So, like, it just made the same sense. We went to the same school. We have like, he likes horror movies and like weird shit. He's like a weird dude. So like, it would have been kind of perfect, I fear. But yeah, he was like, yeah, like, feelings are inevitable, and I don't think I'm ready for a friends with benefits situation. And I was like, okay. I did really like him, so I sent him my Instagram, and I was like, no hard feelings. This is my Instagram. If you change your mind, like, no pressure, but like, this is what it is. I might delete this eventually, because I do go through phases of deleting, re-downloading, getting overwhelmed, deleting, and the cycle repeats. And then he ended up following me, which I was really surprised by, because I didn't think that. I figured it would just go into the void and we would never see each other again. So that is a little bit weird, because I wasn't expecting a follow.
Did you follow him back?
I did.
That could have been a great power move.
To not follow him back.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, I think it was already like way too nice of you to even offer your Instagram after I don't know. I feel like it was very demeaning of him to like
To be like,
tell you that he was going to break your heart. Like,
you're gonna fall in love with me and I'm gonna break your heart. Inevitable.
it's
Shut
so
up.
mean
Yeah.
because it's like assuming that
It's assuming you're weak.
Yeah.
exactly, like, it's taking your power away, and that pisses me off.
That pissed me off, because I was looking for like a good time. I wasn't looking for a relationship. But yeah, I'm sure I'll unfollow him eventually. But yeah,
I have to pee so bad. I'm so
Go
sorry.
piss, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was the end of that situation, and that was kind of annoying.
That's really annoying, actually.
It was really annoying. I mean, it is what it is. Such is life. But I was just kind of bummed, because I was like, damn. Just would have made sense. We need to bring back summer flings.
Mhm.
Like, come on.
Yeah, very shitty of him. He needs to get a grip.
Also, like, if you're looking for something casual, you're looking for something casual. So just have something casual. I don't understand the whole, I don't know if I like can like not have feelings, blah, blah, then be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's what you want. If you can't hook up with someone and not develop any feelings, maybe you're just a relationship guy.
I was
point.
also confused after. I was talking to my friends about it, and I was like, what the fuck was I giving that made him think like maybe that I was too into him? Like,
I really think he was projecting.
like, my bad for asking to see your Spotify on repeat playlist 5 minutes after you were inside me. I thought that it would be interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that was like not a weird thing to do, but maybe he thought that I was just like trying to get to know him way too much. Sorry, my fucking bad.
Yeah. No, it's not your fault.
I know, but it was just like, what did I do that made him think that I was like in love with him or something?
I really just think he was projecting.
I guess so, but
I want to
It's
see what he
whatever.
looks like.
I'll show you after. He's very fratty looking, but he's
Ew.
like a very weird guy.
I'm not surprised at the story knowing what he looks like.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like I messaged him because his prompts were weird. He had like a funny shirt in one of his pictures and like the banter was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't like, I even told my friend, I was like, he's okay. Like someone asked what he looked like and I was like, fine. Like
Good
Cute,
enough
I
to
guess.
fuck.
yeah. Anyways, right after that, I'm not putting that in the podcast. We can talk about it after. Okay. Anyways, Monday I went on that was my peak. No, that was my pit. That was my pit. And then Monday was my peak. I went on like a picnic excursion with some of my friends from work. All girly pops. We had a fun little picnic in the park. We were also talking about like very personal stuff. And I was telling them about what happened this weekend. They're giving me advice and telling me stuff. And we somehow started talking about vibrators. And one of my friends was like, I've never used a vibrator before. Exactly. And I, mind you, in the middle of a public
clipped.
in the middle of a fucking public park, I was giving her an in-depth review of me and my vibrator. And then I made eye contact with someone and I was like, wait, hold on. We're literally in public right now and people can hear me being like, yeah, like this one is pretty good. Like I wouldn't recommend it if you're using it with a partner. There's a hard shell, not silicone. So it kind of hurts if someone is pressing up on it. Mind you, full depth fucking review.
It's awesome.
Me and my vibrator. And we decided that she needed a vibrator. So we went to a sex shop after the picnic and we all tried on lingerie together. And I ended up buying this like really cute red like teddy lace thing because I tried it on and I showed them and they were like, you look like Betty Boop. Like you look so cute. And I was like, holy shit. Clover, dude, come on. One of my friends was talking about the rose toy and she was like, you need the rose toy. I'm like, you need to try it. And she was telling my other friend and she was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Like, let's go to the sex shop. And we did. And I got this really cute lace teddy. I don't think anyone ended up actually getting a vibrator because they had like a sale on Tuesday that they were going to wait for. We were like testing them on our hands and like our palms. The innovations for vibrators are crazy now.
Yeah.
There was one that was like a suction one and we put it on one of her palm. I have a picture. It's hanging off of her palm from the strength of the suction.
That's a little scary. Isn't that the whole point of the rose? Is that it's like
Yeah.
suctiony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there's something about like airflow and pulsation or something. We were talking to the genre of people that work at sex shops is really interesting.
I'm sure.
It ranges from like really pretty girls to the creepiest men you've ever seen.
Yeah, there was a man who was just like giving too much information when he was walking by, seeing what we were doing, and it was just like, okay, I don't want to hear your input. Actually, you kind of are greasy and weird looking.
Have you guys ever seen that TikTok account of that, like, I think they identify as a lady? That, like, kind of bigger, like, lady that, like, works at a sex shop and gets, like, the craziest clients or,
I
like,
bet.
customers.
I
No,
bet they have the
seen
craziest
it.
customers. I haven't seen that either.
She's, like, somewhere in the South. I'll have to find it and send it to you guys.
I would love to
It's
see.
hilarious. And she is such a cool person. It's
Mhm.
really funny. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so we were looking at like vibrators. We were looking at also I am a little bit of a misandrist. I'm very much not. Listen, vibrator is different from like the pocket, you know? Like
We're anti-pocket pussy here.
we are anti-pocket pussy. Sorry, I don't give a
That's
fuck.
fucking gross. Grow up.
If you
Yeah.
there are models of like silicone asses with molds of real porn stars, like
Yeah.
that's so objectifying.
Yeah.
A vibrator is not like objectifying to a man because it's not
It's an accessory, not a mode of having sex.
Yeah, but like
They're
the
also
pocket-
not modeled off of specific people's
That's
penis
so dehumanizing.
shapes and
Yeah.
sizes.
I mean, you
and if
could
there
get-
are, then I'm not aware.
You could get like custom ones to mold, like of a partner or something, but I don't believe that there, from my understanding, I don't believe there are like molds of like porn stars or anything like that.
Some people sell their own.
Oh, like
Okay.
I'm sure like OnlyFans
Mhm.
people. Yeah, I'm sure. But then they're making money off of it and like that's their own choice. But yeah, when I was looking at like the men's quote unquote men's side of the store, I was like, ugh, like that just made it not fun anymore.
Listen, I feel like men don't need anything else. They're good. Like,
Okay, easy.
generally speaking, it's really easy for them to have sex. Like, they don't have to like get accessories involved to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the
Also,
girls have the girl thing.
the air
Yeah.
suction one scares the shit out of me. What do you mean it pumps air? Like what?
Gross.
I'm sorry.
It's like a tunnel that you put it in and then it just
Uh-huh.
like pumps air and it's supposed to like feel good.
Penis
I don't know.
pump.
It looks scary. It looks frightening.
I
for
thought
me.
it was supposed to make it bigger.
I think that's something else.
That's what I thought. A pump is like, doesn't it make it bigger?
I'm thinking about something else then, where it's just like you put it in there and it like provides a lot of like airflow.
Does
Okay.
it like maybe like contract and
I think so.
okay?
I
Oh,
think
to
so.
have a penis for a day.
Oh, to have a
too.
penis for day. But we were looking at all the accessories, and then me and my friends got matching like lingerie. Like I got a red one of them got black, the other one got navy. So it was really cute.
That's really
and it was so
fun.
like girly, like little picnic, and then the
Mhm.
sex shop, and we buy lingerie. Like it was so cute.
That's very sweetie.
Do you guys know what's tea? Is that Adam and Eve has a shop in downtown Long Beach now?
They do. I've seen it.
Serio?
I haven't been
I
there.
want to go.
It's like,
go.
it's like right next to like a tarot shop or something. I know because I've been to that shop and I've seen it there.
Would you guys like to see us vlog us at a sex store? Let us know.
Comment down below.
But I'm also kind of bummed right now because like the other girls were talking to their boyfriends and they were like, I'll just have him send me money. I was like, fuck. I don't have that right now. Also, no one is deserving of seeing me in it right now. It's like so cute that like it wouldn't be worth it for a one night stand to see it. You know what I mean? Also, just like I've never had a one night stand. So it's kind of weird. Like it's weird. I don't know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on womanhood, adulthood, like new
Congrats
achievement
on
unlocked.
adding to the body count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
guess
is
so.
it?
Huh?
We don't have to put it on the pod, but what's your body count?
It's really low, so it's kind of lame.
It's like, can I guess?
Yeah.
5 or 6 is my guess.
Period.
Yeah, but I was also in 2 really long-term relationships, so that's why.
I think that's a very normal number for someone your age.
I feel like it's usually higher. I feel kind of embarrassed that I don't have as much experience.
But you're a relationship person.
That's true.
I don't know what's normal.
It's fair. I mean, I guess there's not really a normal.
It's
Yeah.
normal for a relationship person.
Yeah, to have a low body count. I don't really think that some people are like, that's a good thing. I don't really think that there's a good or a bad thing unless it's in like the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
Not to shame anybody, but I feel like it's a bit much.
I really don't give a fuck. I just think it's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't care what someone's is. Unless, when we get in the hundreds, I'm like, how long have you been single? How many people have you been fucking?
My thing is like, how do you not remember all of their names?
Oh.
Because there's some people where they. There was one guy that I was talking to where they were like, I don't remember all their names. And I was like, you don't?
Mm-mm.
That's hilarious. How does it get there though?
I don't even remember the real number.
That's valid.
Because I stopped
No, I don't
counting
remember
because
my
I didn't
number.
You don't give a shit.
I didn't care about some of them. So I was like,
Yeah, doesn't count.
Well, a lot of them I tried to block from my memory. I think that's real.
That's
where
valid.
things went south.
That's valid.
Yeah.
When I think about that, I mean like men where they're like, couldn't tell you their names. And that just grosses me out because it's very dehumanizing. But obviously when it comes to women, there's more trauma and like complex nuances that come with that.
Mm-hmm.
I've also just been with Ethan so long that like that's something I haven't thought about in forever.
Yeah.
That I like really couldn't tell you.
That's
Yeah.
not like it fucking matters anyway. We're
Yeah.
all grown adults. People have sex.
Yeah.
Get a grip, move on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, I had overall lots of highs and lots of lows this weekend. I'm not gonna get entirely into all of them, but yeah.
I can't wait to hear the rest of them later.
Yeah, sorry,
The
not to
debrief
like
at the Chili's is gonna go crazy.
not to cliffhang the audience, but maybe we'll share it eventually, but not right now.
We're tired of getting in trouble for people
Yeah,
being spoken about on the podcast.
I overshare. too
I'm still
much.
waiting for last week's podcast episode for the tea that might come with that.
Oh my god. I can also talk about that at Chili's.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm so excited.
Talk your shit.
God. Talk your shit.
We're gonna be there for 3 hours.
The debrief is going to go insane. I'm probably going to start crying. It's going to be a lot. I was talking to it with my manager, asked me what was up. This is unrelated to the one night stand. I'm not sad about that, mind you. I don't want to seem like I'm sad about that. This is something else completely. But I was like crying at work about something, and then my manager was like, he was like, "Are you okay?" And then when people ask me if I'm okay, I shut down and I start sobbing harder because it's like, no, actually, no, I'm not. I wish you didn't ask. Don't look at me. And he was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And then I told him like the gist of it. I was like, "This is happening. It's really overwhelming for me. Like, it's just been a long day. It's very overwhelming." And then he was like, "Do you want to go home early?" It was only like an hour early, so like I didn't not get hours. I just left an hour earlier than usual. And he was like, "Do you have somebody to talk to?" And then I debriefed with some friends at the bar, and having to give your ID to order Shirley Temples at the bar and French fries is really hilarious.
Did you get alcoholic?
No.
Oh, they just were like, why are these kids ordering at the bar?
Yeah. It was like a bar. It was like a sports bar, but you have to like, ID.
There's no one at the door.
Yeah, there's no one at the door. They ID you before you order your drink. It was just really silly, but it was fun. It was a good debrief. It was something that was definitely needed. And I've had a very, very like girl-centered weekend, which I really love. Like it was just hanging out with women, dopamine levels
Absolutely.
up. Serotonin levels up.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It just gives you a different energy.
It does. And it's especially when it's so like girlhood and like sisterhood and like connecting with them on like a real level. It's so intimate. I feel bad for people who don't understand what that feels like.
Oh my God, I think about that all the time.
I think about that all the time.
Mhm.
Me during COVID. You said me during COVID.
What, not having sisterhood?
Yeah, because I was living with
That was your sisterhood.
Are you going to block her name out or no?
Offended.
Yeah. Well, we like just became besties during COVID because we
It's true.
both got exiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bonded over
Yeah, we did.
a loss of
Life.
what could have been sisterhood. Anyways.
Wait, what's happening?
2021 is that's when we actually like got
got it.
close because
Are we going to block their names out?
I'm not putting any of that in.
Okay.
Maybe like a little bit of it, but like not what I just said.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously. I wasn't sure if you were going to block.
Yeah.
Probably. Do you think? I wonder if people who listen to the podcast like are people from the past. Oh my God, another peak. I just forgot.
Oh my God.
Big one. 3 different brands reached out to me for PR. One of which is like a hair brand that is sold in Target. And they were like, "Hey, Vivi, like, love your TikTok. Do you want us to send, or like, we would love to send you some product." And I was like, "Okay, like, this is my address. I would love to receive something to try." And then they were like, "Would you want to make content, perhaps?" And they asked if I would want to make content about it. And then they asked what my email for like shipping information would be. And so I sent it to them, and then I asked them, I was like, "What kind of content are you looking for? Like, is it reviews? Like, is it just like styling videos? Like, what is it that you're looking for?" They haven't responded yet, but that's a big one. Another one was an eye contact company, but they had 2,000 followers, and I'm not getting cataracts for some TikTok shop like eye contact brand personally. Another one was a like jewelry company that had also a small amount of followers, and I kind of wanted to reach out to artists or like content creators that I really love that are bigger to be like, "Hey, how do I navigate getting PR?" Because I don't want to work with people that are shady. I don't want to work with brands that are shady. I don't want anyone to think that like my morals or my values are compromised, or that I don't want to seem thoughtless in the things that I'm doing online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if they are asking you to make content, those are deliverables.
What is that?
A deliverable is something that you promise to give someone. Essentially, you should never agree to give any kind of content without a contract being signed, because you shouldn't be agreeing to any content unless they're paying you. Yes, they can send you free shit, but that's also just a gift. Like,
Yeah.
that shouldn't come with strings attached.
Mhm.
And that should be made clear, because I would be like, honestly, I don't do free content, but like, I'll probably make a video or a story about it. Because also, it's just like, I'm not going to blindly promote anything, because if someone's ever like, "Hey, I want you to give a review on this product," then you can always be like, "I want X amount of days worth so I can give a real review." Like if it's hair care,
Mhm.
you'd probably like be like, "I want like a month's worth so I can actually review it and not just
Ooh,
try
that's
one
smart.
time."
That's
Yeah.
really smart.
That is smart. I will have to look at more videos on how to respond to being reached out for, but
Go on
reached
Reddit.
out to for PR. But that was exciting. I was just like, ooh, like I am almost 30% at my goal of following on TikTok. So I think I have like almost 3,000 now, which isn't a ton, but I mean, I gathered most of that in 3 weeks. And 10K is when you can monetize. And I'm fucking being delusional right now. I got that TikTok tarot reading and like a while ago about life and career, and one of them said something about like my career popping off around cancer season, which it is approaching. So, or I think we're in it now. We're in it now. So I would, delusion will fuel my career, and I'm no longer embarrassed about like posting online because it's been pretty well received for the most part. And clearly it's been like paying off. They have like 90,000 followers, which isn't a ton, but like I've never worked with a company before. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty big peak for me.
I think it should be comforting to you to think about how everyone else who isn't posting online like that is just embarrassed about posting online.
Yeah.
And anyone who's ever going to give you shit for it is just jealous that you're doing well and that you're doing it.
Mhm.
Because everybody wants to make online content to get paid. I don't know a single person who's like, I don't see that in my future. Everyone would love that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I wonder if it being cancer season has anything to do with you hanging out with your girly pop friends.
Why?
Like,
Why do you say
or
that?
having like building that bond with your girlfriends. Well, because cancer season is very like feminine energy, and cancer is the mother of the zodiac.
Oh, very maternal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's like, feminine support.
That is
showing
really sweet.
through.
I think that it is. I think cancer season is probably just about maintaining like female friendships and trying to do more stuff that way. Because I mean, I had a pretty eventful week. Like we went to the karaoke bar. I went to picnic with them. We're fucking going to Chili's after this. It's been a good week overall. It's been a very eventful week, but it's been a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen I'm on like body cam TikTok footage.
Body cam? Like cops?
Yeah. I don't know how I ended up there. I'm too nosy because I'm like, I want to know what happened. I just saw this thing where these girls, not bitches, sorry, my bad, y'all.
That's just how we speak.
There was 3 girls in the car. Their drunk ass friend in the back, like, was so fucked up that she was like, my friends are kidnapping me. So she called 911 in the backseat of this car. Mind you, they'd been drinking, okay? And I didn't find out till halfway, like on the 4th part of this video, that they're all underage, okay? And so I'm like watching this video, and this bitch is going crazy. She's like, arrest them for trespassing. And the cops like laughing at her. Like, they're like, this bitch is fucked up. She's drunk.
Yeah.
And the entire time they're just trying to get her to calm down so that her friends can take her home. They weren't even going to breathalyze any of them, okay? Like, they were just going to be like, go on your way, it's fine. But like, they had to pull them over because this bitch was on the phone with 911 while the cops got there. And the cop had to be like, you can hang up with 911 now. Essentially, the 2 girls in the front are like best friends, and the passenger was the one who invited this girl, and she was like, I've never really hung out with her, like, I just want to go home. They were like, can we just leave our friend with you guys? Because she's outside the cop car going crazy, being like, you need to arrest them, they're drunk as fuck and they're driving, like, just being like the worst possible person in the world in this situation.
Were the drivers drunk?
No. Well, because they asked them, and the girl who was driving was like, I had a shot like 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then they were like, wait, are you 19? And she was like, yeah. And they were like, kind of like, it's fine. But then she was like, the crazy girl was like, you need to breathalyze them. The cop uses his radio to like joke with them.
To like pretend to breathalyze them.
And he's like, it's 0.0. And the girl's like, there's no fucking way. Like, still losing her mind, right? And then the cops are like asking the friends, like, oh, like, do you think there's anything else like going on in her system? And they're like, oh, like she smoked. And they were like, oh, does she have anything on her? And they were like, no, because like no one wants anyone to catch a possession charge. That fucking sucks. Essentially, this bitch won't calm down, and they let the other 2 girls go. And then she's like, why did you let them go? They start arresting this girl because they're like, you won't calm down. Like, we're just trying to let you go home, and you won't. And so they arrest her, go through her purse, weeds in the bag. Now she's got possession. Probably, I don't know, whatever charge it is for like calling 911 when it's unnecessary, because that's a thing. And then obviously like drinking underage.
Damn.
I would fucking kill someone if they put me in that position. If if a friend is calling the cops on me for driving them home while they're fucked up, you're dead to me. I'm killing you.
Yeah.
I'm killing your whole
Absolutely.
fucking family.
Especially depending on the cops in that situation. Like, someone could have easily died. Like, it could have easily become like such a dangerous situation for everybody involved. It's so dangerous.
I also I don't even know how I would handle that. I think I would try to just kick him out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, absolutely. I would pull over and be like, get out of my car then. You're
It was
walking home.
Unbelievable.
That reminded me that a cop liked me on Hinge this weekend. That was diabolical.
Oh
He-
yeah.
I was in my likes. I didn't match with him, but like when you go through your likes, you can see people who liked you and their message to you. And he was like, "I really want to see you. Let's play like a hide and seek like Easter egg hunt. And you can leave clues behind where I can hunt you down." That's a fucking threat. What
You're
are
a
you
weirdo.
saying to me?
That's on some serial killer shit.
Like, are you going to murder me?
Yeah.
Am I going to be your lampshade?
Yeah.
I'm scared. And another message that I got that was funny was just like, I guess, an Instagram mutual that I wasn't like really interested in, but he had tattoos and we were from the same hometown. So I was like, okay, I'll match. I didn't really think that much of it. I didn't recognize this person. I wasn't going to match with them because I'm convinced that I need to like keep trying to date people that are bigger than me. He was very much not. He was very skinny. And he was like, oh my God, you're finally single. Yay.
What?
Wow.
Like, he knew that I was in a relationship before and he had been plotting. He had been waiting, apparently.
Props to him.
He was
He's
like,
cute.
he was like, can I message you on Instagram? And I was like, do we know each other? And then he was like, we just follow each other. I could not find his name in my follow list, so I did not respond because I'm not interested in that. I just thought that it was really funny.
That's really interesting.
That's actually kind of scary that you couldn't find him.
It is kind of scary.
Like, did
are
he
you
forget
watching
that?
me?
Did he forget he was like following you on his burner or something?
Maybe.
Hmm.
I also think burner accounts, grow up. Watch people shit with your whole chest, I fear.
Oh, I have no issue. I will watch someone's story even if I don't follow them anymore. I don't care.
When I was peak crazy, I was using like Stories IG or like anonymous Instagram views for like on the browser that you could watch. It would, I think, use like a spam profile to watch, and it would upload it to Safari for you to see.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when I was really crazy. That was probably like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah, I didn't know that you
I'm reformed.
could watch people's stories anonymously through like another website.
Yeah, Google. Just Google Instagram story viewer anonymous.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's crazy. I've just never cared that much, I don't think.
Yeah, I stopped being crazy, and then they also started rolling out ads, and I was like, I really don't give a shit enough about this person to watch an ad to watch their story. I'm good off that.
Absolutely not. What would you guys do if one day I was like, hey guys, I'm really fucking broke. I had to become a cop. How would you react?
I feel like there's a lot of other occupations before we land on cop.
No, but like, this is alternate universe because I don't want to be a cop.
No, I
But like, imagine I just walked up and was like, yeah, I signed up today. Like, I'm in the police academy now.
I would give you a McDonald's application. I would give you a Taco Bell application.
Okay, if I went through with it and I became a cop, what would you do?
I would stop being your friend.
Yes, I fear.
You're like, I'm no longer your sister.
And yeah, well, I was gonna say I don't think this is even possible with you
no,
like being
this crossed my
married.
mind the other day.
Why? Can I,
I don't
ask
know
why?
because I was like, I don't know how I would react if one of our friends was like, I became a cop.
I think that would be my last straw with
Yeah.
you.
Last straw. Is there other stuff? What are the other straws?
Well, I guess maybe not last straw, but like that would be the straw.
What are the other?
That's your last straw for everybody.
Yeah.
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 That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if I had a friend that really wanted to become, I have a coworker that I know that really wants to become a cop, and she's so cool besides that, but I cannot be more than surface level like friendly with her because like I'm not going to follow you online. I don't give a shit what you're up to. Very disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if there's someone that's close to me that wants to become a cop or wants to join the military or whatever, like more power to you, I guess, but I just won't be close with you anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm absolutely going to ridicule you with you guys.
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, because then you're just going against like my personal morals, and I just like can't be that close with you
No.
at that point.
I feel like it's like the same as just like any type of like conservative viewpoint. If you develop it, like I'm instantly like, I will never be close to you.
Right.
No, it'll always be surface level. It can't be deeper than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't think that what's happening in Palestine is crazy and
If you're a
absurd and
Zionist,
wrong,
if you're a Zionist, we don't fuck with you.
then yeah, like we obviously don't see eye to eye on like morals and ethics.
Yeah, very important core values.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And at this big age, I am not in a position to like argue with a close friend or family member about quote unquote politics or like my values. I just don't have the energy. Like, we're not going to agree. We're not going to see eye to eye. It's going to be a very much agree to disagree, and I don't want to have to do that.
I have a new comeback for you guys when someone starts complaining about like California, like liberal policies. If you don't like it, leave it.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
Go back to where you came from.
How funny.
Yeah, you don't have to be here.
When
Mhm.
people are like, I hate America. And conservatives are like, then leave. Leave California. We don't want you here.
Yeah.
We don't.
And then if they're like, I was born and raised here, it's like,
Cool.
let's
You can still leave.
yeah.
Mm.
The door's open.
Yeah. Like
Please leave.
you tell brown people that we're born here
Mhm.
to leave. So
For real.
no.
Yeah, please leave. Hopefully rent will go down.
Hopefully I can just rent or buy whatever you're living in because you're probably hoarding onto some shit.
Yeah, no, straight up.
Yeah, moving to California from the South is really funny because everyone in Georgia made California seem like it was like super, super liberal, which like I guess on paper it is. Like when it comes to like what we vote for, it's definitely considered more Democrat. But I think that's just because it has like what, like 3 or 4 major cities. And I feel like major cities always kind of lean a little blue.
Yeah.
But truly, in this like outer LA area, we're like 40 minutes from LA, feels no different. I swear to God, feels no different than like outer Atlanta area.
Mhm.
40 minutes outside of Atlanta felt.
I also
Yeah.
feel like a lot of what people say is progressive in California is just more covert. So like there's still racism here. There's still like misogyny here. It's just more covert. People aren't as straight up about it, but it still happens, especially for people that are more marginalized, like Black people or Asian people. Well, I guess there's a bigger Asian
Yeah.
population, mostly Black people, I would say. Like a lot of Latinos and other non-Black people of color are very racist to them, and it's more covert where like they won't outwardly say something to them, but you can tell that they are very prejudiced.
Yeah. I would say what makes California make people think that it's so liberal is that there's a higher amount of people with a low tolerance for things like racism.
Yeah.
That's really it, because we have population, because there's too much diversity in California compared to other states for the majority to not be open.
Mhm.
Like if we were a red state right now, because I know we have been in the past, but I would be concerned if we were like right now.
That's also why I want to stay in California for a while, because I know we talked about maybe moving, but because California is so blue, I feel like it will take a lot for it to become red, so I feel safest here. But I would love to like move somewhere else for a while, but I'm just scared of policy change.
I think California would become its own country before it turned red these days.
Yeah. Here's fucking hoping.
Gavin Newsom is not letting that happen.
I don't know anything about Gavin Newsom.
He's cute.
I know that
I'm
you think
sorry.
He's a dilf.
He is.
I was watching this movie called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou yesterday. It's George Clooney is the main character,
Okay.
and I was just reminded of like how handsome he is.
That
as,
genre of man.
as like,
Older.
an old man.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Yum.
Well, he wasn't that old back then, like
Mhm.
when that movie was filmed. So
You know who I've been thinking about? Tom Selleck. Who? Tom Selleck?
Give me his big role.
He was Monica's in Friends. He was the boyfriend that was friends with the dad.
Hmm.
Mustache, beefy. Yeah.
I remember now.
I've been thinking about him recently.
I remember we were talking about old people.
He's a very handsome DILF.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an image in my head, so I have nothing to add to this.
You've definitely seen a picture of him.
Okay.
Can you Google this right
Oh,
now?
my phone is right.
I want you to see. I've been trying to match with more mustachioed men on the dating apps. I need someone with a mustache.
Careful.
Hmm.
They can scratch up your face.
I used to date someone with a really big beard. Well, not big, but like a face, like their whole face was covered in a beard.
Who's Selleck?
Tom Selleck.
Okay, I typed in the right thing. What am I looking at here?
Young. No, not doing anything for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you were just
Yeah.
stone faced.
It's like I was trying to decide. Kind of reminds me of like if Jacob had hair, because he has really big eyebrows and a mustache.
Interesting.
He has 2 similar features to my dad.
For you to make any comments about that,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
apologies.
He looks like a father to me.
Yeah.
I mean, because he looks kind of like, I don't know. Never
That's
mind.
valid, because whenever I see people that are bald, I am not attracted to them. That's because my dad is bald, and I just think about my dad.
It's
So
very
that makes
specific
sense.
things. Yeah, like his hairline.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't.
No, I get that. Like, I can't date Latino men who have shaved heads because it just reminds me of my dad.
It's very valid.
And like, depending on the way that they dress, it's just like that. You are literally my dad. Get away from me.
Mhm.
Gross.
Mhm.
I am taking knee tattoo suggestions, you guys.
Yes.
I have conditions. I really, 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 really want words that look symmetrical.
Mhm.
Can't think of anything I like.
Lyrics.
I just can't find anything that like fits. I want it symmetrical. That's my biggest thing. It doesn't have to be exactly the same.
Are we gonna
want
all
it-
have the same tattoos just above the knees? That'd be so cute.
Will it have to be like the same amount of width?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want it to look symmetrical,
Mhm.
even if it's not words. But I'm taking suggestions. Comment down below, please.
I'll be brainstorming.
I need
Mhm.
help.
I think of like I know some people have like circular like flower chains and stuff like that.
I don't really love the shape of my my kneecaps.
You don't want to accentuate the kneecap.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll be brainstorming.
Thank you.
I saw a really cute one actually that I will show you that I have saved in my phone. I'll show you it after. It's just like, it's not on top, it's on the bottom, but it's like a little flower, and then it like kind of, like I said, is shaping the kneecap, huh? Fuck, never mind.
I thought about little bees on top because bees knees, but it wasn't enough for me.
There's a lot of those,
Yeah.
but I can't talk my shit. Everyone has this one.
I don't really care if it's a common one. It needs to be like me.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair. More leg tattoos for sure. I want
Dainty girly.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want more tattoos. They're just so goddamn expensive, and I have to get a new car first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Driving here inland 45 miles in almost 90-degree weather with no air conditioning is sinister behavior. Oh my god. I also am like unapologetic how do you say that?
Unapologetically.
Unapologetically okay with blasting my music with the windows down now. I used to hate when people did it. Now I get it.
Mhm.
Because I want to listen to my music regardless of who else is going to hear it. I will play my Hot and Feral playlist.
Yeah.
Well, I will play Slumber Party by Ashniko, full speed, full volume.
Yep. And
Mm.
anybody would be lucky to hear it. So
So true. I do feel bad though, because like I can never carpool with people. I'm always like, you have to drive. Sorry, I'm not putting you through this for your own good.
well, yeah, no one would want to do that.
Some people are like, you can drive. Then I'm like, no, actually.
Mhm.
I don't have air conditioning.
That's enough. Like, say no more after that.
Say no more. Yeah.
You should get one of those little Mister fans.
I do want to get
Just
those
keep it
for
in
when
your
we go to Sound
computer.
and Fury. I also have I don't know if you saw the video I sent you of it's like the night before Christmas, but it's like people planning for their like festivals and stuff.
No,
And they have like they're like laid up in bed and then they have their outfits over them.
that's cute.
It is really cute. I really want to do that for our Sound and Fury fits. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear this year. We have so much planned back to back. I'm like kind of worried that there isn't anything planned for the rest of July or August.
In August, I don't want to be doing anything if it includes being outdoors.
Yeah.
I have so many things lined up the next few months.
Oh, my
What?
sister's baby shower.
Oh yeah.
That I'm going up to.
Oh, you're gonna see your friend. Mm.
Her birthday is in August too. Claire's.
Yeah.
And then Sam's birthday is in September. There's something else happening in July. I mean, we're camping, but there's something else happening that I already committed to, and I'm upset about it.
Speaking of like car stuff, car problems, I was considering maybe turning in my car for an older, cheaper one.
Okay.
Will they let you?
I don't know. My credit is still really bad. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm like, I already have a car from you. Like, why?
That is more expensive. Why not downgrade?
Right.
Yeah, that'd be better for everybody.
But I feel like nothing makes sense, so I'm a little scared.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Like, give me a car that I can actually afford to pay you for.
I'm trying to think because your car loan is not through the dealership.
Right.
And I think you should take Jacob or a man with you so that they don't try to like fuck with you, because they might be like, oh, well, like since you've had this car for X amount of time, like it's depreciated this much. So you need someone for emotional support so you can be like, no, it's worth more than that.
Yeah.
Because then you might just get fucked and still owe on your current loan.
Okay. That's real. Okay. Yeah, I've just been exploring the option, but I don't even know how to like get started on like researching that.
Well, so because your loan's not through the dealership, so what you can do is there's a website, it's like Kelly Blue Book. You can put in your car and the mileage. It'll tell you about how much it's worth. And then you can usually go trade it in a dealership. And so the dealership might be able to just honestly like transfer like what your loan is tied to. Because if they're like, okay, like we'll give you X amount of like 20 grand for this car. And like say you have like 16 grand left on your loan, then you'll have 4 grand for the down payment of a new car.
Okay.
I think it could work.
Yeah, I really hope so. Because I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I hope so. I love my car.
I love your car too. Maybe it's time to file bankruptcy, girls.
No, literally.
T.
Stay tuned. Maybe we'll all be on Yacht Summer next summer.
No, we still have to make my seeking arrangements account.
Yeah.
Yeah, yacht girl summer on old men's boats. But I definitely need you guys to be there with me because I don't want to get murdered and have my body thrown into like a river or some shit.
Yeah.
Not really safe to be going out in the middle of the water with strange men.
You know what I've been hating lately is sometimes I'll see someone with an eyebrow piercing. Not you. But sometimes I'll see someone with an eyebrow piercing and it's like way too far away. It's like on the tail of their eyebrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you choose to do that? Why would you consent to
shape.
this? I don't care.
I think a lot of them do it like at the end of the eye, which is where I had mine. Because I was going to do it at my arch, but then it was kind of like in the middle of my eye. And then I was like, wait, actually.
See, but I feel like it's still in your arch.
Yeah, it's actually on your arch. Exactly.
That is where I think eyebrow piercing should be.
I agree 1,000%.
I know. I like the ones in the middle too.
Those are
But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of funky ass piercings. I think that people need to go to piercers who take anatomy more into consideration and who I think that people don't remember that piercings are permanent in the sense that yes, you can take them out, but you will have a scar and you will have like markings from that. A lot of people are like shocked when they take out their like nose piercing and there's a hole and it looks like a blackhead. I think that I've also been thinking about segue. I've been thinking about this and it's been pissing me off because a lot of people are like, my tattoos are going to look so ugly in my wedding dress. I regret everything. Da, 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 da. And it's like,
I've been seeing these too.
I've been seeing those and they've been bothering the fuck out of me because it's like you did not get tattoos because you're interested in the culture of it. You didn't get tattoos because you're interested in the art of it. You are just kind of a trend hopper. Tattoos are trendy right now. You decided to get a bunch of permanent art done to your body, permanent body modifications. And I'm saying this as somebody who is getting tattoos removed. Like, obviously you can remove them, but it is like a very lengthy, painful, often expensive. Mine wasn't too expensive, but it's often very expensive depending on who you're going to and whether you're able to get like a discount from them. But I think a lot of people don't understand that body modifications are in fact permanent, even if you can technically undo them in one way or the other. And it just is like part of that very prominent part of like pop culture right now where people are taking bits and pieces and cherry picking from alternative subcultures and then kind of like watering them down.
Yeah. I mean, I think people can get tattoos like without it being attached to something. But my thing about the whole wedding dress conversation, number one, off-white silk dresses look incredible with tattoos. We'll start there.
I've never seen somebody in a wedding dress with tattoos look bad.
Ariana Grande looks
unless the
amazing.
tattoos just look bad.
Unless the tattoos are bad, yeah.
Second option, they make body foundation.
Mhm.
If you really want a clean, elegant look on your wedding day, that's totally fine. Long sleeves, makeup. Like, you have options here, girl.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be like, my tattoos are gonna look ugly in my wedding dress.
Like, maybe just don't get ugly tattoos.
Dude,
I don't
for
know.
real.
I know. And it's something too that is just like, not to sound like an elitist, but I think that a lot of people don't think, obviously people that are young are very impulsive, but I think a lot of people don't really think about things. They just kind of trend hop, which I understand. I'm not trying to shame anybody for that. But when it comes to body modifications, you have to be a little bit smarter about it.
Yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous. If
It-
you
mm.
don't think when you're getting your first tattoo, how will I feel about this on my wedding day? You're just stupid. I'm sorry. If you've never thought about it, that's your fault.
That is actually something that I think about
Yeah.
every single time I get a tattoo is, will this placement and this tattoo, this design look decent
Will it
on
age
my
well?
wedding day?
Yeah.
In my wedding dress? If the
Yeah.
answer is no, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
You should always have that thought in the back of your mind. I don't know. Like, also, like I said, like I said earlier, just simply don't get ugly tattoos. And like, getting the tattoo removed is probably cheaper than, like, I don't know.
I got a good deal when I got my tattoos removed. The place that I was going to, I don't know if I've talked about this before. I got quoted from them $4,000 for one tattoo for like a minimum of like X amount of sessions. I think it was like 8 sessions. And then I was on their like email list, but I decided not to do it because it was just so fucking expensive. I got a deal on Black Friday, and they said that they could do it, both of them, for full removal for $1,800, which I've already paid off now because they did monthly monthly installments, and it's already finished. And I still am able to go to my appointments, and it's expensive and it's painful, but I mean, you can get them removed if you really want to. I'm not shaming anybody for having regrets, but I also think that there's too much discourse about people saying that tattoos are not clean, that they're ugly, just kind of basically saying that they're trashy. And I think that that's really shitty.
I think there's a weird attachment to weddings and tattoos with the bright red, black wedding dress, Nightmare Before Christmas vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I think people automatically think, I have to have a wedding like that if I have tattoos. Like, it has to be an alternative wedding. You don't. If that's not your style, it's not your style. Like, do quite literally whatever you want with your tattoos, and it will be your wedding.
That's so silly. I don't know if I believe that tattoos are inherently like alternative. I think it's kind of silly to like, base the theme of your wedding.
Like, Ariana Grande literally like has so many tattoos. I think hers are shitty. Cancel me. I don't care. They're bad.
Mm-hmm.
But like, she's so
They're,
far
like,
from alternative.
dainty
So
tattoos. There's a lot of like dainty tattoos. I think a lot of people do like the Pinterest patchwork, and I think that can be pretty depending on what it is. But I haven't seen a lot of it, and so many feelings about it.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, I'm kind of like, these will look really bad in a few years because it's going to be so patchy. Like, the line work is going to be patchy because they're so dainty
Mhm.
that this is going to disappear.
I also think that a lot of people don't go to specialists where, like, obviously every artist is different. If you want a certain kind of art, you should go to a specific kind of artist. And if you're
1,000%.
if you're getting like, what is it called?
Fine line.
Yeah, if you're getting fine line tattoos, you should go to a fine line specialist because they know what they're doing. Otherwise, it will blow out.
Exhibit A.
I feel like there's been a lot of old school tattoo artists that talk a lot of shit on fine line tattoos and saying like, oh, that shit's gonna look so jumbled in a few years. I feel like that really just depends on like how close you're putting the lines together, because I feel like with fine line tattoos you have a lot more negative space for the ink to spread.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's actually less risky for them to look jumbled than fat lines that you're trying to convince your clients to get.
I saw a girl who said that she didn't like her hand tattoo when she first got it because it was too spaced away, but the artist took time into account.
I saw this.
And he was like, no, it's going to like come together later. Just wait a few years. And she did, and it's exactly how she wants it.
Yeah.
I also think people or artists, I guess, that don't specialize in fine line, if they say that it will blow out, perhaps you are too heavy-handed. Perhaps it's not your style, and that's okay.
Simply don't cause a blowout. I don't know.
The girl who's done like my like fine line work, she's always said like I go in with a lighter hand on all my fine line so that if it does spread and like you need to come back for touch-ups, that it's not going to look shitty and blown out. Because she's like, I'd rather go back and do touch-ups on people than like look back at my work and it's like hideous.
1,000%. You can't fix a blowout no matter what. But you can like go back in and then like fill in the areas that didn't stick when they healed. Yeah, that's been a big discourse that I've been seeing, and it has been a little bit infuriating just because I think a lot of people don't really know what they're talking about. I think that it's really shitty to say like tattoos are dirty, like you look dirty. Like you can still be clean girl with tattoos. You don't have to stereotype quote unquote clean girl.
I like looking like a sticker sheet.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I'm not on that side of TikTok where I've seen people calling tattoos dirty.
I get like stitches of that.
Really?
But then it's like, I don't even want to see that.
Yeah, I've seen people talking about how some girls were talking about that they don't like how their tattoos will look with their wedding dress, but I haven't actually ever seen any of the girls complaining about their own tattoos. So I'm like, well, thank God.
Yeah.
Also, like, it's kind of just like not my problem.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like how you look with your tattoos,
That's on you.
that's on you. That's your problem.
I was just going to say like, hi, Vinny. Why are you getting tattoos that don't align with your personality? Because that's the only way I can think that they would look dirty or like wouldn't fit in on your wedding day.
Yeah.
Good point.
If it's not personable to you.
Like if you don't love how you look with your tattoos, why are you getting them?
Yeah.
That makes zero sense.
Yeah, 1,000%.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I think a lot of people need to follow trends. Like I don't know if you guys have seen those TikToks that are like, girls, what shoes are we wearing this summer? Like what clothes are we buying this summer?
Those.
And it's like, just buy whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to like go with the trend or what is trending. You don't have to follow every single micro trend, whether it's body art, whether it's clothes, whether it's hair. You have free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want at any time.
Yeah.
I miss the time when like the fashion world really just revolved around like a color or a print, because that was fun because it was like, okay, like millennial pink is the color of the year, but like
now Brad Green.
Yeah, you can get whatever piece of clothing you want in that clothing, and you can feel on trend if you want to feel trendy. Like who fucking cares?
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel like they need to be a part of something, but
it's very high school.
And self-expression is different for everybody. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So true.
I feel like trends are coming and going so quickly that there's nothing that actually is currently in trend.
If you look at last summer's trends, it's like, oh my God, I would never wear that.
Yeah, stuff gets so dated, and then it also creates more overconsumption and more, you don't need something. If you think that it's cute and it is trendy, feel free to get it, but like you don't need it just because other people are wearing it.
I feel like we flew past the Y2K trend so fast. And like I was here for that. I was ready.
You can still partake.
No, but you know what? I was so ready for like stores to be carrying stuff like that.
I feel like I don't see any stores carrying what's trendy online because the trends, they can't keep up. The trends blew through so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Like usually stores carry, what is it, like fall and spring, like seasons, and like the trends are already coming and going before you can even put out the next season. Like that's crazy. But yeah, I feel like there's just like trends are coming and going so fast, but people are like catching on late or already moving on to the next trend, that there's like they're all like overlapped with each other, that like nothing in particular is actually trendy right now. Is my point of view. Like I feel like people are saying that indie sleeves or like the Tumblr, like that theme is like current right now, but I'm like, we had our indie sleeves like that was themed party like 2 years ago.
That was a year and a half ago.
New Year's for the new year of 2023.
Yeah,
going
so
into
like
2023.
I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't matter. Also, like 90s has been in since I was on Tumblr. Like, I feel like it didn't go anywhere.
I feel like the 90s being trendy is just the age that you're at. Because I do think some trends are just age correlated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the 90s weren't that far away when I feel like they started becoming trendy for us again.
Mm-hmm.
And they've kind of stayed. And I don't think I'll grow out of it.
No, 90s isn't going anywhere, and it hasn't for a
Yeah.
long time. And I think that is like the decade that I personally like align most with, like
You
when it comes to
very,
my
I know
personal
you
style.
haven't seen it, but you very much dress like very Phoebe Buffet, like Friends, whimsigoth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, and that is your style. And that's, I think that's good to have like personal taste and personal style. And like if you like something that's trendy, you'll buy it, but you're not gonna like make it your whole personality, you know?
Yeah.
And that's okay too. Like obviously we're not above trends. Like we still like trends. We still do things that are trendy, but I'm not going to change my entire wardrobe every time something trends on TikTok.
Dude, I'm so sick of seeing girls being like, I need to throw away my entire wardrobe because I found this one aesthetic that suits me now, or like I found this one like silhouette that is the most flattering on me now. Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't need to throw away all your fucking clothes.
No, actually.
Right. Get a grip.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just gives me the ick.
It's very icky because it's also just like, I'm glad that you feel more confident in something else now. One, donate it. Two, you don't need to be doing like big hauls every single season. You are consuming so much that you will never wear. I love seeing like, I love fashion and I love seeing people's outfit of the days. But if I see you on fucking TikTok and you are never wearing a repeating like piece of clothing, particle of clothing, what is going on there?
Mm-hmm.
Like you should be reusing the stuff that you wear. And it's not even just about like, it's very much about sustainability, but it's also just like, I don't know how to word it.
I just think you should shop for what you like on your body and you'll almost fall into your aesthetic. Because
Yeah.
I've found that I really like flared jeans and vest style tops, which kind of just falls into the aesthetic that I like.
You're very 70s and aleynah, you're very 90s.
Yeah. And I feel like once you do that, you'll feel better in what you're wearing anyways, but you also just feel like more you. So just get what you like.
Yeah. And if you want to follow a trend, you can do it in a way that where it's flattering for yourself or it's what you feel most personally confident in. Like you can participate while also buying something and being like, this is something that I know that I will wear because it is flattering for me.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't know. That's just been bothering me.
Me too, because I hate, it's like definitely like the older generations, because my mom will always be like, is this still trendy? Is this still in? I'm like, Mom, do you like wearing it? She'll be like, yeah. I'm like, then keep it, wear it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, we left the trends in the past. We're done.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
Wear
It's
whatever you want, wear whatever you're comfortable in.
It's like when all the millennials were like, so we can't wear side parts anymore? Who gives a fuck? Wear whatever you want to wear.
Don't
I
wear it if
think-
it makes you look stupid.
I don't
but,
think side parts have ever been like bad. There's some people's where like their face shape suits side part or middle part. Do whatever suits you the best.
I will say some people should not have a side part. I will say that.
Okay.
Depends on the hairline.
Exactly. And it's more personal because it's like just do whatever looks best on you.
And that's exactly it. Like what suits, like what's most flattering to you, your body, like
Mhm.
what
Also-
silhouettes shape you better.
Most people have a natural hair part.
Exactly.
Follow it.
And most people look their best when they follow their natural hair part.
Yeah. It's just like when people like try to alter like if you get like really like if I got really, really tan, I would look really, really silly. Because
Yeah.
like I wasn't born to be tan. And like if I put in brown contacts, it probably wouldn't look right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just meant to look like the way you're meant to look. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah, I hate when people that have naturally dark eyes, I said that weird, dark eyes, wear like light colored contacts.
It always looks bad.
It
looks
always
so
looks
bad.
so corny.
Those are the people who literally look like the Miley Cyrus meme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
They're like, ugh.
It's so bad. I feel like we're gonna hit a wall. Maybe we already have. I feel like that's where we're at right now, actually. Is there's only a certain time period back that we can go that like still like can be worn modernly.
Mm-hmm.
Like before Victorian era, you know, like
I don't know. If I saw people out in like the Renaissance Fair fit at like the coffee shop, I would be with it.
for sure. But I'm just saying like practicality, like I feel like as far back as we could go is probably maybe the 20s,
Mhm.
like flapper, like dapper, whatever the fuck. But like, I feel like people that like that style already dress like that. Like, and like, how many decades up can you go from there?
Mhm.
And like, how many times can we cycle through it until like, because like people right now are saying like, oh, like the 2010s are in right now, like Tumblr era, like indie sleaze is in, but it's like, but all that shit was inspired by the 90s.
Yeah.
So like, what do you mean?
Mhm.
Just say that the
100%.
90s is back,
Yeah.
but they've been back for decades anyways. Like, what do you mean?
For real.
Like, what decade is it going to be next? Because even if people were like in 2025, if people are like, oh, like the 1930s are back, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel like people that like that style already wear it.
Yeah.
Like, it's already trendy. Like, it's already a thing.
I can't even think of 30s clothing.
I don't even
Me
know.
neither.
Are you guys on House of CB TikTok?
I do not know what that is.
It's a clothing brand. It's like the really expensive dresses, but they kind of started, I feel like, I don't even know if it's Victorian era, but like the whole, it's called a basque waist, the drop down triangle
Mm-hmm.
with
I have
that
seen more
skirt.
drop down waists.
That House of CB really started like the corset dress, like high end,
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like. But I'm like, it's kind of coming back and I love it because it is so slimming.
For everybody. Yeah, it looks good on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. I always will love like a fit and flare, like cinch at the waist, flare out. It looks good on everybody all
Yeah.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
It is very flattering. My problem is when the seam that's supposed to be under the boob
Yeah.
doesn't go under the boob.
I know. We've talked about this a lot. It bothers us so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with some of my favorite shirts, like it. And then I have to size up the shirt, and then the shirt doesn't fit.
Mhm.
I return a shirt.
Mhm.
If it doesn't work on the clothing size that I think I should be, it's going back.
Mhm.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Everything is a sign to me lately. Like, it's a sign. I don't need it. It's a sign. I shouldn't be there.
This is the end of the buying online era, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like we were both getting packages a lot for a
Okay.
while. You and me. I'm not trying to call you out.
The other day, the postman was dropping off packages and he had a stack for me. And he told Ethan, yeah, this Haley girl's keeping us in business.
Oh my god.
My defense is I'm exploring the idea of fake flowers for my wedding. And so I've been ordering
You're getting
different types
wedding
of flowers.
samples.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a huge pile of packages in my house right now. I'm very overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I have. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do fake flowers.
Be really
You
pretty.
should. It'll
Have
be
you
so
seen the
much
disco
cheaper.
ball by the door?
I have not.
You'll see it when we come home. Those are all the fake ones that I'm exploring.
Okay, I will look.
I'm excited.
It's funny as hell, though. He did not have to call you out like that.
Ethan said he dropped the stack and then he started pulling them out of the bag. There was like 10 packages. In my defense, they came in 2 days from Temu. I was expecting like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I feel like we always end our episodes very abruptly, but I think that it is time for us to go to Chili's and debrief.
My
and
stream of consciousness is over.
Mm-hmm.
wish y'all were coming with us, but meet us there. Chili's in, I don't even know where we're going.
Just be with us there in spirit. Have a Chili's marg while you watch this or listen.
Yeah, we're getting that fucking lava cake is what we're getting.
yeah.
Okay, later haters.
Later.
Bye.